my song. Let's sing it. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Come on, it's gonna be fucking awesome. You know the words. It's gonna be fucking awesome. That's insane. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Yeah!
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jesse Blaze Snyder, your host of Coolest Alive, coming at you live this Saturday with an absolute blast from the past that's going to blow your minds and warm your hearts. We're diving deep, exhaustively deep, into one of the most magically mind-bending and straight-up legendary pieces of animation history. Cartoon All-Stars to the rescue. Oh, man. If you were a kid in the late 80s or early 90s, this was the event, man. We're talking a crossover so epic it united characters from rival studios like never before. All for a cause that felt bigger than life. And yeah, I'm channeling that future self energy here. Open channel, pure love, pure celebration, because this special spoke to my soul back then, and it still does. Born in 82, I was probably around 8 when this dropped in 1990, glued to the TV with my bowl of cereal, loving every second of those tunes coming together. Ghostbusters, Turtles, Muppet Babies. It was my world colliding in the best way. Let's kick some ass and celebrate how fucking awesome this was, and still is. Strap in, folks. This is going to be a wild, loving ride. All right, so first off, let's set the scene on why this was such a massive deal then. Picture this, April 21st, 1990. Every major network, ABC, NBC, CBS, even Fox, plus independents and cable like Nickelodeon and USA Network, simulcasts this half-hour special, commercial-free. That's right, no ads interrupting the magic. It was the first and only time something like this happened on that scale in US TV history. Over 20 million kids tuned in, and it wasn't just here. It aired in Australia, Canada, and beyond, with dubs in multiple languages. Financed by McDonald's and Ronald McDonald's Children's Charities, produced by the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, and animated overseas by Wang Film Productions and Southern Star. Get this, it was a zero cash outlay production. Everything was donated in kind by the studios. No budgets blown, just pure cooperation from Disney, Warner Brothers, Hanna-Barbera, Jim Henson Productions, and more. Rival companies saying, "Screw the competition, let's team up to help kids." That's the crazy spirit that hit me the hardest. These icons from different worlds uniting like superheroes. It was part of Nancy Reagan's Just Say No campaign, but damn, it felt like a party wrapped in a PSA. An early or a different Justice League, the Avengers coming together to save a kid. Now, the crossover itself, holy shit, man. What a roster. We're talking Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck from Looney Tunes, voiced by Jeff Bergman for the first time ever after Mel Blanc had passed away. Huge milestone. Garfield, Paul Fusco, pulling double duty with Alf too. Alvin, Simon, and Theodore from the Chipmunks. Ross Bagdasarian Jr., nailing it. Winnie the Pooh and Tigger, Jim Cummings bringing that bouncy energy. The Smurfs, Papa, Brainy, Hefty, Don Messick, Danny Goldman, Frank Welker, respectively. Plus Slimer from The Real Ghostbusters, which is Frank Welker again, slobbering everywhere. Michelangelo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is Townsend Coleman as the party dude himself. The Muppet Babies, Baby Kermit, Piggy, Gonzo, which is Frank Welker again. Laurie O'Brien, Russie Taylor. These are huge, awesome voiceover people. And as a prolific voiceover actor myself, these are so many of the people I looked up to when I imagined getting into voiceovers in the first place. So I did a lot more TV commercials and narration in my career instead of animation, but I did do some animation. And so much of why I went into voiceovers in the first place was inspiration from so many of these wonderful voiceover actors. But a story for another time. Also, you had Huey, Dewey, and Louie from DuckTales, and I was a big DuckTales fan. That's Russie Taylor killing it. And even Alf. That's like 10 plus franchises smashing together. And I was a fan of all but Alf. I love Looney Tunes, watched Garfield, enjoyed the Smurfs a lot, loved the Chipmunks, and of course, all things Disney, even Winnie the Pooh. Who doesn't love the amazing Jim Cummings also? The wonderful thing about Tiggers. Tiggers, a wonderful thing. Woohoo! I love Jim Cummings. He's the voice of Darkwing Duck. That's one of my favorites. Anyway, to say this was a fucking amazing thing to me, to young 8-9-year-old me, is an understatement, like the biggest understatement ever. It's still fucking amazing. Now, considering every studio lost money on it, how many studios were involved? It's just crazy. No egos, no turf wars, just pure chaotic fun. And the villain? George C. Scott. Yes, the Oscar winner from Patton. Voicing Smoke, the creepy skeletal smoke monster who's all raspy and manipulative. Very iconic, very awesome. If you haven't seen Patton, that's a movie worth checking out too. I love learning my history through films, which is really how they want you to learn it anyway. They don't want you to read any books that say that what they said isn't true. Anyway, the plot. Well, it's a bit of a fever dream of awesome. This kid, Michael, voiced by Jason Marsden, when he was 15 at the time, he's spiraling into drugs, starts with stealing his little sister Corey's piggy bank for weed. Corey played by Lindsay Parker, who was just 10 at the time. Then getting into harder stuff. But boom, the cartoons come alive to stage an intervention. Bugs Bunny pulls him into the TV. They chase him through hallucinations, showing brain damage and future ruin. Flashbacks to how he got hooked. Trippy sequences in his brain. Slimer eating rotten thoughts. Pretty gross, but genius. And that sewer scene with fucking Michelangelo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And the Muppet Babies. Pure gold. Pure gold! Jesse Blaze Snyder fantasies. These are the things that Jesse Blaze fantasies are made of. I once wrote an amazing Pixar World crossover for Boom Studios. It was a pitch. I wrote the pitch, but Pixar was not interested in crossing over any of their properties at the time, but it was really awesome, really well done. The toys followed one of the monsters into Monstropolis, and then they end up somewhere else on planet Earth, and they have to make it all the way back, and they're running into all these people. It was really great. I'm so mad that they didn't let me do it. But getting back to the glorious All-Star to the rescue, it just builds and builds. And just when you think the team's set, another character pops in, like Tigger bouncing to the rescue or Garfield being all sarcastic. As a kid watching this at the time, I was just, I didn't hear about it or anything. It was just on all of a sudden. And they were all in one place. And I so loved cartoons, and so was such a fan of, like I said, everything but Alf, and because he wasn't actually a cartoon. Although I think maybe there was eventually an Alf cartoon, but I didn't watch it. It ends with this epic song, "Wonderful Ways to Say No," which is actually pretty good. And I'm a songwriter and very picky about featured music in film and animation. But yes, great song where they all jam together. It's magical, man. And it wasn't preachy in a bad way. I mean, on some levels. Yes, it was, it was blatantly what it was. But it didn't feel particularly heavy-handed. Although you definitely felt a little bit of sternness coming from Bugs Bunny. He was sort of the first one who came along. But generally speaking, it felt like support. It was empowering. Showing cooperation saves the day, can save a friend. That's my biggest takeaway, too. All these heroes from my favorite shows, and from his favorite shows, Ghostbusters, Turtles, and my favorite, The Muppets. They're all teaming up to help this one kid. It felt wonderful, like the universe conspiring for good. Oh, man, I'm getting all choked up about it. Damn it, I'm going to cry. Sorry. Behind the scenes, the thing was Christmas Rushed. Was animated in just 6 weeks instead of the usual 12 to 16. Directors like Milton Gray, Marsh Lamore, and others hustled. But fun facts, it was the first production without Mel Blanc for Bugs and Daffy, as I kind of mentioned earlier. But Bergman stepped up big, did a great job, and really is a milestone achievement, because these characters were, what are we going to do now? And he came along and did a great job. Plus, Garfield's inclusion sparked rumors at the time that Jim Davis wasn't asked about it, but that was later debunked. And, everybody was on board. International versions had wild dubs, like in Brazil, Kids TV host Angelica voiced Corey. And get this, in 2019, Vivzy Pop, has-been hotel creator, did a reanimated collab of the Wonderful Ways scene. And it's just fucking fan love, keeping it alive. Reception-wise, at the time, huge impact. Helped make Just Say No kid-friendly, reached millions, even got a White House screening with President Bush praising it. Now, it's a hilarious time capsule of the war on drugs era. Some will like to ridicule its cheesiness, but I love it for that 80s, early 90s vibe. It scared kids straight, me included. Well, full disclosure, my dad was very much straight edge. So was my mom, and we had a very anti-drug. So I was already pretty strong in that camp. So my family was stringently anti-drugs back then. But looking back, it's so earnest and fun. Personally, this special was right up my alley. I was all about those cartoons. Ghostbusters for the spooky action, Turtles for the pizza-fueled adventures, Muppet Babies for the creative chaos. Disney Looney Tunes were my first cartoon loves. And seeing Bugs and Daffy and even good old Winnie the Pooh and Tigger all in the same room together was just fucking awesome. It reinforced that cooperation vibe, which is still resonating with me today. I'm still anti-major drugs, but I've evolved, advocating plant medicine ceremonially and for healing, some substances for therapeutic purposes. This special planted seeds of awareness without judgment. It was about helping, not shaming. That's why it's magical. New characters kept surprising you, building that excitement. What a big deal, uniting all those studios in a pre-MCU world. I've never seen this thing show up on regular streaming, but I did watch it a number of years ago for free on YouTube, and I'm sure if you look around, you'll be able to find it too somewhere. I highly recommend you do. It's really quite excellent, and when you watch it, just try to imagine a little 8-year-old Jesse at the time, who had no idea it was coming on, all of his favorite cartoon characters showing up in one show together. Imagine how incredible that was for me as a child, and maybe you'll be able to relive a little bit of that magic yourself. All right, before we wrap this celebration, hit up blacklightdistrict.studio for free comics and free music, my gift to you, straight from the heart. You can always write to me at jbs@blacklightdistrict.studio. Catch more Coolest Alive 6 days a week now. Mondays for music recommendations, Tuesday animation, deep dives like this, Wednesdays comic books, Thursdays live action gems, and Wildcard Fridays could be anything in entertainment that lights me up. And this one, of course, often longer Saturday Mother Show, though we kept today's episode pretty tight. I mean, I'm only going to break maybe 15 minutes or something like that. But I don't know. I was just super into chatting about this today. So, I just decided to get into it. But at the same time, if there's not a lot of extra shit to talk about, I'm not going to fucking bother, fucking with you. All of these cartoons at the time were awesome. Ninja Turtles was huge, and Ghostbusters was huge, and Smurfs was very popular. I mean, I watched all these. These were the cartoons that were on, and it wasn't like streaming where you just were picking your poison. These were all the main cartoons, and all the main cartoons just were all of a sudden fucking in one place. They weren't fucking in one place. They were in one place doing what they were doing. And if you've never gone into Smurfs, this whole Smurfs concept, Smurfs was fun and it's cool. My kids are watching a new Smurfs these days, and I'm glad they are. I'm happy to see it. But it's so cool. It just really was a memorable moment, like seeing the fucking Lord of the Rings in theaters. I remember when this came on. I remember what it felt like. It felt really cool. It felt really special. And, we don't get a lot of things like this, even though nowadays we do get more things like this. But still, to this day, really, not much like this, where studios are cooperating like this and all things are being put aside to make something great. And, just them coming together as a fucking Justice League or Avengers to save this kid's life, help this kid out, who knew them and liked them and cared about them. I knew them and I liked them and I cared about them. And, so magical, man. I hope you appreciate me, crying about it a little bit today and getting into it. Appreciate me making
You've been listening to Coolest Geek Live with me.
This felt like
Jesse
a Saturday
Blaze
show,
Snyder.
even though
Don't
I knew I
forget to
could
rate,
just
comment,
put it on
and
for a
subscribe
wild
for
card special
more
or something
excellent
like that.
geek culture content. Thanks for listening.
I needed to give it Saturday, even though I didn't have. I knew I wasn't going to be able to talk about it. I mean, like I could go into it more, but at the same time, I think I would just be really, all I have to say about this
It's gonna be fucking awesome. Coolest alive. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Stay with your tribe. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Revenge of the geeks. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Week after week. It's gonna be
it's just one of those lovely things, and now you know about it. And now I'm getting a little older. Some of my people are dying. So there's less and less people who know. You know.
It's gonna be fucking awesome.
And I hope you will use more knowledge. Also, don't miss my monthly podcast, All Your Favorite Bands Suck. It hasn't started monthly yet, but I'm starting it very soon. It's where I celebrate my favorite bands. It's 0 4 Theaters, 53 of my favorite bands. Posted, available everywhere with Spotify. And every Sunday, I've been doing this for a while now. You gotta tune in to everything they don't want you to know. The conspiracy theories, esoteric info, and mind-expanding chats. I love this show. I love you guys. We are almost 1 million downloads for just this show alone. Nice. Historically. But we're getting up to 1 million a month. I love you. I love this stuff. I love rebuilding the monoculture. I love being a turtle. This really is a dream come true. I was getting my hair cut today. My girl's coming into town, and I was telling my Bob about what I do. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was just telling him podcasts and stuff, and he just said, "That's really nice. Do what you love." And it's really true. Life got difficult for me from a lot of perspectives. A long time ago now, maybe 10, 15 years ago now, when my perspective had kind of changed, but as some of those things have maintained difficulty or whatever else, I have absolutely transformed my life into one that is admirable. I really do what I love. Celebrate all the things that I love every day with like-minded people. I have the I don't want to say benefit. I have the honor of an audience who listens to my show, who will even listen to shows when, I'm not talking about something that's like flashy or something. I did my 200th episode of this podcast, and people showed up. People showed up to listen. Really appreciate that very much. It didn't say Ghostbusters or Muppets or anything else in the headline. It just said The Signal Fire, episode 200. And, 500,000 of you guys listened. That's fucking awesome. So, I love you. And I pledge to you that I will continue to do this for some time, and I will keep it cool. I'd like to, build it until I, feel mostly exhausted of things to recommend. Although I feel like I'm never going to run out of things to recommend. There's so many great things to recommend, man. There really are. There's there's so many fucking great things to recommend. It's funny, for years, it's like the biggest things that our attention had been on have been some of the worst things. But through that time, there have been great things going on. And so maybe this will never go away. Maybe it'll always be just like this. Me and you doing coolest alive. This deep dive, man. Fucking awesome. We're keeping the magic alive here on Coolest Alive, as it should be. Stay cool, stay alive, and I will see you next time on another thrilling episode of the Coolest Alive. Care Bear stare, my friends. Peace out. You've been listening to Coolest Geek Alive with me, your host, Jesse Blaze Snyder. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more excellent geek culture content. Thanks for listening.
It's my favorite part! alive. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Stay with your tribe. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Revenge of the Geeks. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Week after weeks. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Laughing with you. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And crying sometimes too. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Spelling it out. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Making you shout. I'm a genius. I got lyrics coming out me bum for days. You like that? It's a kazoo solo. I played that too. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Talking some shit. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Living your shit. My voice is fucking awesome. Food in our mouth. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Get in the mouth. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Tell all your friends. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Call right or text. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Raising the bar. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Straight to the stars. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It's starting soon. Straight to the top. Passing the moon. It's gonna be fucking awesome. On with the show. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Ready, set, go.
It's going to be fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Just wait. You'll see. You'll all see.
The podcast playground. Hooray!